now it's time to beat the mind game.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Pray You Only Live Once, where no healing is allowed and any death ends the run. I'm also using custom mods that I developed for the run, so if you missed the first episode and want to catch up on all the details, you should see a link to the whole playlist. Now, we've just finished clearing out Psychotronics, an aptly named mad science lab that began as a decommissioned Cold War facility called Kletka, built around the site of the first contact with the Typhon here. Now, the Transfer exhibit says that Kletka is Russian for cage, but my understanding is that the nuance of the word is more along the lines of prison cell, which is fitting because this is where humanity tried to imprison the Typhon inside a sealed vault. And as you can see, that worked out spectacularly well for everyone involved, especially the so-called volunteers like Aaron Ingram here, who seem to largely consist of political prisoners and other undesirables who've been rounded up by the Russian government and shipped off somewhere far away to die, which unfortunately does seem very on brand for Russia, yes. Despite the dangers, we managed to clear Psychotronics without a scratch, but our mission today is far more dangerous, so let's first make sure all our equipment is reloaded and fully repaired, and equip a couple of chipsets that we now have room for. Radiation shielding is honestly not that great. Radiation's not a big threat, but it's not like there's anything else to go in there at the moment. I think I'm going to slap these two upgrades on the Q-beam because we will most definitely be putting it to work in this episode. As I mentioned last episode, we have 6 neuromods, which I've set aside for Typhon abilities that we haven't quite unlocked yet, but which are absolutely critical to the success of the YOLO run. In order to unlock them, I need to scan 2 Weavers and 2 Telepaths. I've already scanned the 1 Weaver here in Psychotronics, and if we follow the main quest, there are Weavers and Guts, and we'll have an opportunity to get the rest of what we need in the Arboretum. But I want all of them now, and I have my own special plan for how to do it. And that means that instead of heading into the Guts, it's time to take a flying leap off the rails of the main story and out into deep space once more. Now there's a Weaver who usually guards the shuttle, and he's our first target. Unfortunately, we saw previously that he had gotten activated and wandered away from it. It might take us a minute to reacquire him, so while we're out here drifting in the black, I want to talk a bit about how I play games and how that relates to the YOLO run. One thing that I am not, and never could be, is a speedrunner. I'm a bit of a completionist when I really sink my teeth into something, and I don't enjoy feeling rushed or missing out on content. So when I look up hardcore challenge runs of various sorts, I usually see a lot of strategies that revolve around skipping content or not doing side quests, or just running past everything, ignoring enemies and collectibles. And that is completely valid for the people who enjoy it that way, but it's just not how I play games. At least not and still have fun doing it. I enjoy exploration, being thorough, and experiencing the story beats. My brain makes good chemicals when I complete side quests and make NPCs happy with me. And for me, well, figuring out how to clear the enemies safely is part of the puzzle that I enjoy. I don't want to skip them if I don't absolutely have to. I want to neutralize them. If not right away, then at least eventually after I've powered up or found a smarter approach to them. So for me, skipping most of that, well, it's like I'm not really playing the game, just going through the motions in order to get it over with, and that's just not me. I guess what I'm getting at is that for me, these YOLO runs aren't just about beating the game under an extra difficult rule set. In a way, they're also about proving that I can do all that and still play my own way. It's about beating the challenge without compromising myself, without having to rush through the game and avoid engaging with it. And as you've seen, Prey especially will reward you for thoroughness and careful gameplay. And it will, I wouldn't say that it punishes you for rushing the main story, but I'd wager that most people who do that will find the game to be much harder than I'm probably making it look. And I think that since he's all the way down there right now, I think it's pretty safe to clear out the shuttle here first. So let's do that.
I don't know why I can't reach anyone, but I am dead in the water. Repeat, I have 0 engines. I'm drifting. God damn it, see, answer your transcribe. Alright. Shit. Investigating cabin. I have a sidearm. If all clear, I will attempt to EVA to an airlock.
Yeah, sorry about that, Hunter. That didn't work out too well for you. Now, we can get into this back door, but not yet. It requires repair 3 in order to repair the power panel, but that's fine.
See, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what is going on?
Nothing good, that's for sure. Now, ideally, I want to get up behind this Weaver, and that may or may not be possible out here in the open. Now, when we get close, he's going to start spawning cystoids at us. We got it, though. Got the scan. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. I wanted to keep burning as long as I had combat focus active because that was going to take advantage of the time dilation to put some more distance between us. Excellent, excellent. All right. So that was what we needed right there, because the very first ability that we're going to get from the Typhon tree is Backlash. Create a shield for 20 seconds, which prevents the next enemy attack from damaging you. Enemies that attack the shield are repelled. For 20 psi, that is an absolute bargain. So yes, absolutely, we'll take that, because that's basically just a hard counter for any one attack. Beautiful. However, that being our first Typhon mod, it's going to show us a cutscene here, which is not only ill-timed, but probably betting most of you haven't seen triggered at this location.
What's happening? Don't let them do this to you.
Not that the location really matters, but I like to think that Morgan just had a really spacey trip out here.
First time you said it was like you were outside yourself, like time itself had bent its knee, waiting for you to decide. You moved my chair without touching it. It gave me chills. The possibilities. You became something new that day. Something higher. I knew then, as I believe now. Our mission is to lift up all humanity in the same way.
I'm not sure that lift up is the verb that I would use there for what's happening to humanity here, but all right, Alex, we'll go with the whole best of intentions thing. Now, you might remember over there when we were coming out of Psychotronics, I mentioned and zoomed in on briefly during one episode a Telepath who is just perched in there staring towards the Psychotronics airlock, just waiting for you to venture into the superstructure. Well, he's still there, and he's still facing in that direction. Which means that we can just sneak right up behind him here and get a very cheeky scan.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Excellent. And that is our first Telepath scan, so let's go take a look at him. The Telepath is very dangerous, but it's going to give us access to the critical Psycho Shock ability. And we'll get to why that's so important at a certain point once we have it. But for now, let's go get our second Telepath. And he's a bit more tricky. Let's see, let me make sure I'm oriented correctly. Okay, yeah, that's where I need to be. But I'd like to get a bit further away where he hangs out. Yeah, there he is. Okay, let's adjust course because there they are, cystoids. This Telepath's got a few friends that we want to take out before we approach. So first, I'm just going to take a couple glue shots at the cystoids. Now, if you notice that I use glue for this purpose, there's a couple reasons for that. One, glue ammo is cheap and plentiful. It's easy to fabricate and it's everywhere. I pretty much never run out. But also, if you take it single fire like this, the glue cannon is incredibly accurate. Like surprisingly so. You'll notice that a lot of these are just hitting these guys dead on even at this distance. There we go. Okay, that's taking care of the cystoids. Now let's orbit around this side. And there's a corrupted operator who hangs out in the rafters here somewhere. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of him. There he is. There he is. Okay. All right, should be able, if I just lead him a little bit, should be able to put some glue on him from here. Just want to get his attention without having to venture in there. No. That one's going to hit. Or not. There we go. Okay, yeah, it did. So that hopefully should start getting his attention in this direction. There we go. Come on, buddy. Come and investigate. Come on. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Okay, let's keep an eye on where that telepath is. There we go. Okay, he's coming. He's coming now. And let's let him pass over us. Excellent. Okay, now there's a few ways that we can go in and take a look at this telepath. One possible way, because this is the area that you go to get a later quest item, there's a side way that you can sneak in there. You'll see that these busted panels allow you to get behind them and get all the way to the other side. Thing is, that's not really going to help us with what we want to do. I've got a bit of a plan here. And, well, you know how plans go, so hopefully it works out. Let's take advantage of the cover of this building. Now let's grab the Q-beam. Replenish Psi. And let's see where this guy is. Because he sort of patrols around back and forth. Okay. Good, so he's not over there, which means that we should see when he approaches that direction. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, let me set Backlash on 1 and Combat Focus on 6. Okay. Any second now. There he is. Okay. Okay, got the scan. So, let's go grab Psychoshock.
Psionic aptitude available.
Equip Psychoshock. And use it to wreck this guy. That's okay, he should be disabled more than long enough to pop him with a Q-beam. Okay, let's keep eyes on the debris. Okay, good. Didn't go far. Sometimes out here in deep space, the Typhon parts can just fly off. And, well, you can imagine how hard it is to find a black item against the blackest space. It's gone if that happens, pretty much. Now, we've got some cystoid nests in here. And that is fine. They are utterly harmless unless you get close to them.
Research complete.
And much like cystoids, they are sensitive to movement and impact. And speaking of cystoids, maybe we'll get a lucky scan on one.
Scan complete. More specimens required. Research complete.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I did not want them to go chasing one of those darts all the way out there, but whatever. That's fine. That happened. Let me put another dart in there to give the guys inside something to play with. And now let me get a little bit of distance from these guys so that they calm down a bit. Let's give them some glue bits to play with. Yeah, this is why I like taking them out from so much further, because when they're this close, they just kind of run around and they're hard to hit. But okay, that's taken care of. Let's make sure that all the ones inside are gone. Not hearing the tick of rads. Not seeing their flames. I think we're good. All right. Well, let's retrieve some of these bolts at least. And let's thoroughly loot Mikhaila's office, which has a few goodies for us, mostly this neuromod, but also a very important quest item that we'll need later. I'd rather not have it taking up an inventory spot, but it's not a big deal. Now, if we had leverage 3 or if we were later in the quest, we could get through this door. It's currently unpowered, but we'll be able to power it up later, and there's a couple of neuromods in there. For right now, that's fine. We got what we came here for, which is the scan on the Telepath getting us the Psychoshock ability. Psychoshock is absolutely amazing. You might have went bad. I can speak today. It might have gone by a bit quickly for you to see what was going on there, but essentially it not only does direct damage to Typhon, but it also disables their psychic powers, which is, well, frankly, incredible. That is a game changer, because that will allow us to safely take on Typhon that we simply could not before. And speaking of which, now that we have that at our disposal, let's revisit that first telepath that we said hi to. Because I think that the shoe is on the other foot now, sir. Yeah, that should be close enough. Hello there. And Q-beam, 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 and pop. Outstanding. I am feeling much better about our chances now. Much, much better. Alright. Well, with that done, there's a lot of the exterior that we are now free to explore because we are ready to face the threats. Or at least I confidently state that we are ready to face the threats. Whether we actually are, well, that depends on execution. But let's see where we are right now. I think the first thing that I want to do is, I mentioned the other episode when we were out here that there's a hull breach in crew quarters that I wanted to go to, but that wasn't quite safe to do so. There's actually a couple of them, and the one I was thinking of was absolutely not safe. This one I probably could have gone to, but actually I think I'm on the wrong side of the station for that. Am I? Yeah, I am. Damn. No, what I was going to say is there are two breaches to crew quarters. One of them is exceedingly dangerous even now, but we're still going to do it. And I believe that one is directly on the opposite side. Yeah, I just got turned around a little bit. It's fine. Unless I am... Hold on. Just make sure that I'm not completely losing... Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, as I was saying, one of the breaches to crew quarters is extremely dangerous. This one is less so. Still, it was not worth taking the chance at the time. It absolutely is now. Now, to start with, we've got some cystoids, and we definitely don't want to get too close to them. However, I think we can get away with grabbing that chair and sending it away for them to play with. And sending some glue after them since they're all lined up in a straight line now. There we go. Okay. And we've also got a corrupted medical operator over here. Let's get close enough to scan him.
Scan complete.
Okay.
More specimens required.
Now let's put some glue on him. And get ready to combat focus. Beautiful. That is doing good work now. All right. There's another corrupted operator inside. Before we head in there, I want to loot what is in these residential bunks that have been expelled. There's a neuromod in that suitcase. And an important note here, it's not so important if you're very experienced with the game, but it can be nice as a checklist, because what it does is it gives you a list of exactly which maps have the smuggling ring drop points in them. Again, it's not strictly necessary. You just keep your eyes open. You'll see the ones that have the red lights over them. But it is nice to have. If nothing else, it'll keep track of which ones you finished. Okay. I think that's good enough for out here. I think I am actually upside down, but that's fine. Because this is space, the enemy's gate is down. Come on, buddy. There we go. You'll figure it out. All right. Now let's head inside and just reorient so that the floor plan makes a little more visual sense. And we've got some half-decent stuff to loot in here. Now this would take leverage 3 if we were in gravity, but since there is no gravity, we can just grab it.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Okay, what else we've got? Oh, that's just a lamp. That is a drink. I'll take that. Now, likewise with these spare parts, I'm seeing a few frame rate drops in here, so hopefully it's not stuttering for you folks. But if I am seeing that, then that means I probably want to minimize the time I spend in here. Ooh, chipset. Oh, but it's radiation shielding. Yeah, radiation shielding just isn't that good, and now I've got a duplicate on top of it. That's unfortunate, because there's really nothing you can do with duplicates. They can't be recycled, they can't be repurposed in any way. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine, though. We got lots of good stuff in here. Now, let's see, did I get that? Yeah, I got the trash can. Just knocked it around a bit. And I think... Yep, everything else is good. So then let's head back out the way we came, because we know that's safe. And now let's orbit around the station this way, because that more dangerous hull breach and crew quarters that I mentioned should be right around here, yeah. Yeah, there's a hull breach in the executive suites, where all the higher-ups live. Morgan and Alex's offices are fine, but others less so. So we've got some cystoids over there. And I think what I want to do is put some glue on that table to get it moving, so give them something to play with. There we go. And unfortunately, that is not going to be the last of them. Yeah, we can see a nest in there. And fortunately, we are far enough away that they don't activate and disperse, so with luck... Now that one moved just a little bit. There we go. That should be good. Or not. Yeah, see how inaccurate the pistol is if you don't upgrade it? I haven't upgraded the pistol yet because we will get a much better one later and it's not a good use of upgrades. But yeah, occasionally it would be nice if it went was a little less inaccurate. It's kind of silly, actually. Okay, you can stop drifting now, asshole. Or not. Or not, don't. Hopefully that does not draw attention inside. Okay. Well, I think we've cleared things enough to where I can approach. And if he happens to rush out at me, I'll... Oh. No, but I've been seen by something else, apparently. I think the corrupted operator in there is going to come rushing out. Maybe. I don't... Okay, never mind. Seems to have briefly lost. I don't like not knowing where this damn cystoid is. There it is. Okay. And the tick of rads are from cystoids in that next room over. So let's see if we can give them something to play with. Okay, and then I am going to combat focus for reaction time here. I think we're good. Anything up here? No. No, there's not much in this room. Except we will start to hear the fact that there's a Technopath nearby, which is not awesome. However, that Technopath is our quarry. Whoa! Sorry, I thought I was about to get hit by a cystoid. And that might well have been the case, but I think that they were actually getting proximity through the walls. I think that was what was happening there. But that does tell me that there's still more in there. So let's see. Okay, what if I do this? No. I'm paranoid about that Technopath deciding to come investigate this direction. Ah, damn. Did not realize he was that close. Okay, okay, okay. That's 3 points of damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. I should... Damn it. You know what? That was dumb. That was entirely my fault. I should have had backlash up when they were that close. But okay, okay. Well, that's fine. 3 points of damage is not a lot. It's just another 3, and another, and another. Because that's how it goes. But okay. That rattled me slightly. Let's get ready to face this Typhon. Or Telepath, rather. Telepath. Technopath, jeez. You can see how rattled I am. Or probably hear it, rather. Okay. Nothing happening down there. Good. Okay, when thinking about the order in which I need to do these things, I think let's get the lure started, because I see him right there. Then let's send the EMP charge for the turret. Okay. Actually, no, wrong. Not cubing, not cubing, not cubing. Oh, man. That was so unlucky. So unlucky. Backlash ran out right as he exploded. Okay. Okay. Well. Alright, so we are 16 points down. That's not great. That's not great. But again, it could be much worse. I'm pretty sure that would have been physical damage from that explosion. And that has been significantly reduced by our investment. So, okay, I'll accept it. I'll accept it. It's fine. I'm annoyed at the timing, but again, that's my fault. I started using Q-beam out of habit before realizing, or rather remembering, that the shotgun is more effective against the Technopaths. But okay. At least until the Q-beam has been significantly upgraded. But speaking of the Q-beam, now we can manufacture our own ammo for it. And that was the entire point of coming in here. That was why this was worth risking. It was why it was worth risking facing this thing in that enclosed space. Alright. I was not quite expecting him to have a turret, so that's interesting. So I'm going to hack that, and I'm going to repair it. Now, where was that Weaver? There you are, buddy. I don't know how well this is going to work. I actually don't. I have done this before with turrets in 0G in Guts against other things. I'm hoping it is more effective out here in space with more room to maneuver, because a problem that you sometimes have trying to deploy turrets in 0G is that they want to face a certain direction. Okay, so we can see he's got some cystoids there over to the left of him. I can see them shining. So I think... I'm actually getting closer to them than I would like. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. The turret just kind of wants to hang out in that particular direction. So let's see what happens if I orbit a bit.
Ready to scan.
Okay. It apparently wants to face that direction. That's fine. Good.
Ready to scan.
All right. Turret, I would like for you to move in this direction a bit. And just continue drifting.
Scan. Target contaminant found.
Thank you. Ah, that was... Why did it go into my inventory there? That was not what I wanted to do. All right. Okay. Now, let's get the turret moving again.
Ready to scan.
And see if we can get the Weaver's attention. And let's have Backlash ready.
Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
All right.
Ready to scan.
See if I can get his attention. Oh, he is being really coy. I have never seen a Weaver behave like this before. Maybe he knows something I don't. But okay. I'm gonna try one last time to get this turret moving in his direction.
Ready to scan.
Come on. Oops. There we go.
Alien threat detected.
Hey, what do you know? It worked. And we've got some lovely, lovely Weaver material to go with our lovely, lovely revenge. And let's see, which billboard is this? Is this the one with manual on it? Yeah, I think it is. I think he's tangled up in those cables. And later on, we'll get a transcribe that will point us at this guy who wanted to find a way to let people know that there was something wrong with the escape pods. Okay, let's go into his inventory. So that'll make it easier. We won't have to keep thrusting to keep up with him. I saw that increasing the battery life of the flashlight. That's not great. Okay, well, unfortunate, not a great chipset. Well, let's interact with this screen so we stop drifting. And finish his upload. And for whatever it's worth, we have done our best to warn people that the escape pods are fake. So long, Emmanuel. 07, you did your best. Alright, now, having done that, let's take a quick look at neuromods, because I want to see where we're at. 3 neuromods, that is not enough to really do anything of interest, at least not at the moment, so we'll keep saving. Now, let's see. I believe we have taken care of almost everything that we wanted to do out here. However, there's still a few more locations. For one thing, let's head over to the cargo bay. And actually, as I think of it, just to cut down on travel time, because of where we are, I think we're going to head over in the direction of the shuttle bay first. Because you might remember, we've talked about that Technopath that goes back and forth over. There he is, okay, good. Oops, that is not what I wanted, but all right. Yeah, there he is. Now here's the thing about Technopaths. When they are pathing around like this, and this might be true of Telepaths as well, I'm not sure, but when they're pathing around back and forth like this, and they get to the end of their path, they animate in a particular way that causes them to look down. So let's wait for just a second for him to decide to turn around. Yeah, see, he's gonna look down there, and then he's gonna whip around and head back. So obviously, what that means is Technopaths don't look up. And that means that we have a sterling opportunity to really mess this guy up. He has no turrets. He has no friends.
Scan complete.
And now he's ours. Okay. That was not how that was supposed to go. That, he was supposed to be disabled. Actually, he was supposed to be dead, but long before the disabling effect of Psycho Shock ran out. So what I'm gonna have to do is keep moving quickly and orbit him and hit him with Psycho Shock. Oh. That is a couple of entirely too close brushes with Technopaths. I want to check something because I'm used to being able to take them out more easily than... Oh. Yeah, that's why. It's because I'm thinking with fully upgraded shotgun and my shotgun is not fully upgraded. That is a tactical error on my part. But all right. It's handled. We're done. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's actually a very important reason that I did that. And that is because we need to be able to freely get in and out of the Shuttle Bay airlock. We can't get in right now, and that's fine. We will unlock it. But I want it to be safe anytime we need to come in or out here, and there's just absolutely no chance of doing that while this guy is steadfastly guarding that airlock. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The other reason is that there's one particular task I want to do out here, and I just need to locate it. Okay, well, I just spent like 5 minutes getting completely lost looking for this particular thing here, which is now just lit up clear as day and is just this close to the airlock. So well done me, well done me. What I'm about to do is blow the explosive bolts on an escape pod hatch. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. And this will save me having to come out and do that later when I'm in the shuttle bay. However, while I was searching around looking for that particular thing, which was, again, plain as day, right the hell there, I found something else that I was not aware was here. And that is, right over here, a maintenance hatch. I'm pretty sure I've never been in this one before, so I'm about to check it out. And I'm sure that that will not at all go wrong, so maybe let's get Backlash up. Oh. What have we here? And are there threats? Oh, I see an electrical hazard. I'm not seeing or hearing any God, that scared me. Some of these sound effects are so damn loud. So actually, yeah, that's a good opportunity to talk about that. So the Backlash normally has a very loud droning sound effect that accompanies it. You'll notice that there hasn't been any sound effect while it's on. That's because I disabled it completely. I would have liked to have found a way to turn down the volume of it, but I could not find a way to cleanly do that. Everything is done in sound banks that I could not edit and repack in a clean way. So fortunately, I was at least able to disable that so you won't be deafened every time I use Backlash. Now let's get this repaired quickly. There we go. And supplies. What do we got? Ooh. Oh, that is really good stuff. I will take all of that. I gotta remember this is here. So it's just right on the side of the shuttle bay. Outstanding. Anything else here that I should be aware of? Okay, there's more. What is that glowing there? That's just a thing. Okay, that's just scenery. Okay. Well, I guess this is a relatively small area. Well, let's see where this comes out. Looks like we're looking straight up towards the top of Talos in the middle of the superstructure, so let's get Backlash on just in case we take a cheap hit. No, it appears to be clear here. Oh, I see where we are. Okay. Alright, we can just head right out here. Oh, actually, we were looking, yeah, down, as it turns out. But that's fine. Up, down, it's all relative in space. Now, there is one last thing I want to do, and that's let's head over to the cargo bay, because there's a bit of prep that I want to do for when we go there later. So I think that, yeah, there we are. Should be able to just go straight down. Okay, let's slow ourselves and brake so this goes on a clean trajectory. I'm throwing these just because it's faster than carrying them. They'll eventually, their inertia will dampen and they'll slow down and stop. Okay, well, I would have liked to have had the sun on this side for this, but that's fine. Let's see, where did I put that other one? Ah, there it is. First, let's pop that cystoid nest. And you can probably see the object here. I'm going to put one right in the middle of them so I can see if I can pop some. But then, let's get this headed in that direction. And grab it on the way by. and send it their way. That should send them all chasing after it. Unfortunately, it lost velocity and got too far away from them, but okay. Oh man, I dislike not having the sun on our side. Okay, well I think let me get far enough away so that they deactivate. There we go. Okay. Now let's get this moving again. Unfortunately, that has not gotten it moving enough to get their attention, so I guess we'll have to take these guys out the hard way. Or... Huh. If I had even the remotest hope of finding that turret again in deep space, I should have brought it with me. Damn. I should not have left that turret out in deep space. Oh well. That's something to try again a different time. Yeah, I could have just drifted this turret over into them. And actually, I could have just sent the turret just cruising by horizontally and had it just strafe them all. That would have been beautiful. But okay, that's fine. Cystoids are not a major threat to take out from a distance. And I think that's all of them. I'm not seeing any more shiny Typhon bits. Okay. Beautiful. That's what we wanted to do. Well, having taken care of that last bit of prep, since we're right here by Hardware Labs, let's just slip on inside. Now you might be wondering what... Oh. We've got a problem. We have an etheric phantom. Okay. Ah.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Whew. I accidentally canceled combat focus early. That was, that could have been bad, but fortunately Backlash absorbed that hit. So let's grab the etheric phantom. Huh? Oh! I understand what's going on here. Okay, so you remember how I was quite confused before when I came in here expecting an etheric phantom and there wasn't one? Well, apparently there was, and my turret just took care of it, and I didn't see its corpse there on this thing, so, fantastic. That's outstanding. Alright, real quick, let's recycle a bunch of stuff. And I saw that I had a weapon upgrade kit, so let's put that in Disruptor Stun Gun Power. Now, the fact that that etheric phantom is there suggests to me that the other usual suspects from Hardware Labs are back as well, and I don't love that idea. I really don't want to waste time with them. Let's get Backlash ready, just in case we need to stop some damage really quick. How are we on Disruptor ammo? Oh, we are hurting on Disruptor ammo, actually. I don't want to be using it. Yeah, I think not. I think this is a time to possibly be sneaky breaky when it comes to operators.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Oh, I might not have a choice here. That phantom, however... Phantom would have gone down a lot faster if I'd bothered to reload my shotgun first. Okay. I am doing really well this time out. This is the quality gameplay you come here for. That was a little wasteful, but satisfying. Alright, so long, losers. Now, you might be wondering why I came in through Hardware Labs instead of Psychotronics, and why I've come back to the lobby at all. Fact is, now that we have these power-ups, there are a couple of last things to do in the lobby that I've been putting off until we were suitably powered. Now, the first of those is the Trauma Center. Now, as I recall, we heard a phantom death sound up here, along with some flames. Yeah, there's the flames. Probably over here, too, I'm betting. Because there's a bunch of explosive canisters that are over here. Yeah, and they're not there anymore. I'm betting that the basic phantom blew them up accidentally early on. Because we heard a phantom death sound in the first episode up here. And that is fantastic. Because that let us deal with this thermal phantom all by himself.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
And that is by far how I would prefer to do it, to be honest. I think... Let's try something here. He's far enough away from anything that I might want to loot. Now, I was right there in that spot when he was damaged. And I'm pretty sure he's going to start heading to that spot. Yeah, I hear him coming around there.
Repair is needed.
Yep, things are sparking over there. That tells me he's still there. Okay, I'm gonna grab this neuromod while I'm here. And get back here. Sorry? That's fascinating. That gentleman is supposed to be mind-controlled. Until you knock him out, at least. And I sure didn't knock him out. I was hoping to get a scan on mind-controlled human from him, but, well, I guess not. Interesting. That is curious. Alright. So this guy's probably going to be pathing back in here. Maybe. Unless he's just decided to camp out there. We're going to have to deal with him sooner or later, but I wanted to get some looting in and get a more advantageous position. But, alright then. Well, I think I know what I want to do here. I'll take it. Hilarious, and I'll take it. Okay, let's block off this stuff so it doesn't cause any damage to me. And put these fires back out. And now we can conclude looting in peace. Good. Got a recycler back from him. Like to see that?
Good afternoon, Talos. Don't forget that TranStar safety standards call for a weekly inspection of your uniform. Report to the hardware labs for a diagnostic.
And I cannot hack into that terminal, but I don't think I recall there being anything particularly interesting in there anyway. And this poor busted operator.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
He's going to keep making noise until we do something about it. So I think I'd like his stuff. All right. That's cleared. And then we can't get into Hendrik Revie's office yet, but we can get in here to Matthias Cole's office. And he is, well, he's a bit of a dick. Let's trigger a begin new test here. Now, I'm not going to go through these session logs. They're a bit lengthy, but essentially what they boil down to is that he's very antagonistic therapy style. No, he's just a dick. I'll get the key code to that. I don't think we need to get into quarantine anymore. Yeah, I don't think there's any point to doing so. The real reason I came in here, though, was in order to do this test. Now, on the surface, it is the exact same thing that we did during the tutorial mission, our first day at work. However, later on in the main quest, we'll have an opportunity to come across a transcribe which gives us the code ACBAC without context. And, well, as I'm sure that you can guess, that refers to the entries here. But the interesting thing about that is why those were chosen. And as you go through this, if you think about it, these are used as a code, and the thing about a code is that you want it to not be someone anyone will ever enter accidentally. So they deliberately picked entries that they thought that Morgan, the real Morgan according to them, would never actually pick. So the real Morgan would never want to go somewhere familiar, he'd always want something new. The real Morgan, again, quote unquote, would not accept being sentenced to death. The real Morgan would not do nothing in the face of the trolley problem. The real Morgan would not push the fat man because it's idiotic to think that any one human being would contain enough mass to stop a train. And finally, the real Morgan would not do nothing. He would sacrifice himself to stop the train, even though that's, again, ridiculous. And that code opens up the safe, which contains a transcribe. And again, I'm not going to listen to that one. It's very lengthy, but it's also very, very interesting because it essentially makes abundantly clear, just as clear as can possibly be. It's a session log from therapy with Morgan after one of his simulations, and it makes it absolutely clear that there came a certain point where my turret was busted by something. Okay. No, there came a point where Morgan decided that enough was enough. Had one of the personality changes just resulted in him deciding that he wanted nothing further to do with what was going on in Psychotronics or in TranStar. Morgan, in other words, grew a conscience. Now we picked up a bunch of junk in the trauma center, so let's recycle all that as well. And we have killed and looted some powerful enemies, so let's see what we can make with all that exotic material. And all that gets us a grand total of 13 neuromods, which is an incredible bounty, and I know exactly what I want to do with it. First of all, we need more Psychoscope chipset slots, and to get to that, we need Psionic Aptitude 1, and that's fine, because taking that increases our Psi pool, and increasing our Psi pool gives us a free Psi heal. And additionally, I want to go down here to the security section, and let's get firearms too. Because as I was thinking about it, it wasn't that my shotgun wasn't fully upgraded, it's that it wasn't doing enough damage. And that extra 30% damage would have made all the difference there, and honestly, probably prevented me from taking those hits. But I think that's enough for now. We're only briefly coming up for air, because next time on Prey, we need to get on with the main quest and enter the guts. Before we do that, we're going to take a dangerous trip into the shuttle bay, open its airlock for our use, and loot it for everything it's worth. I do hope you join me for that, because it's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't already, please do the usual YouTube stuff. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel get seen by people who like the same things you do. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.